ethics, ethics.
윤리학, 도덕.
1. Ethics is an important field of study. 2. She studies ethics at university. 3. The course introduces basic ethics. 4. Ethics examines what is right and wrong. 5. He wrote a paper on ethics. 6. Honesty is a basic principle of ethics. 7. Medical ethics guide doctors' decisions. 8. Business ethics matter in the workplace. 9. Strong ethics build trust. 10. Ethics influence everyday choices.
Digest, digest.
소화하다, 요약.
1. It takes time to digest food properly. 2. Some people cannot digest milk easily. 3. The body digests food during sleep. 4. He could not digest the meal well. 5. This medicine helps digest fat. 6. The report includes a brief digest. 7. She read a digest of the article. 8. The book provides a daily news digest. 9. He prepared a digest of the lecture. 10. The email contained a short digest.
Beast, beast.
짐승.
1. The hunter tracked a wild beast. 2. The beast lived deep in the forest. 3. A fierce beast appeared suddenly. 4. The story describes a dangerous beast. 5. The beast roared loudly. 6. The beast attacked without warning. 7. People feared the huge beast. 8. The beast escaped from its cage. 9. The beast moved quickly through the trees. 10. The beast was stronger than expected.
Option, option.
선택, 선택권.
1. You have several options to choose from. 2. This is the best option for now. 3. She considered every option carefully. 4. There is another option available. 5. He chose the safest option. 6. Students have the option to study abroad. 7. Customers have the option to cancel. 8. You have the option of saying no. 9. The law gives people more options. 10. Employees are given flexible options.
Preserve, preserve.
보존하다, 보호구역.
1. We must preserve nature for future generations. 2. The museum preserves ancient artifacts. 3. This method helps preserve food. 4. The law aims to preserve cultural heritage. 5. Efforts were made to preserve the building. 6. The park is a wildlife preserve. 7. The island is a protected nature preserve. 8. Animals live safely in the preserve. 9. The preserve covers a large forest area. 10. Visitors must follow rules in the preserve.
Render, render.
하게 만들다, 제공하다.
1. The accident rendered the car useless. 2. The news rendered him speechless. 3. Lack of sleep rendered her tired. 4. The decision rendered the plan impossible. 5. The storm rendered the road unsafe. 6. The hotel rendered excellent service. 7. The company rendered help to customers. 8. This system renders useful information. 9. The website renders useful information. 10. The guide rendered assistance to visitors.
Paradox. Paradox.
역설,
1. It is a strange paradox of modern life. 2. The situation presents a clear paradox. 3. Freedom can sometimes be a paradox. 4. The idea sounds like a paradox at first. 5. The statement contains a paradox. 6. This paradox challenges common sense. 7. The story is built around a paradox. 8. Success can be a paradox. 9. The theory explains the paradox. 10. He pointed out an interesting paradox.
Withhold. Withhold.
보류하다, 억제하다,
1. The company decided to withhold payment. 2. The school withheld the results. 3. They withheld approval until further review. 4. The government withheld information. 5. He withheld his answer for a moment. 6. She tried to withhold her anger. 7. He could not withhold his tears. 8. The child struggled to withhold laughter. 9. She withheld her feelings. 10. He learned to withhold emotions.
Congestion. Congestion.
혼잡, 체증,
1. There was heavy congestion at the station. 2. Congestion made it hard to move through the crowd. 3. The event caused severe congestion. 4. Morning congestion is common in the city. 5. Congestion slowed everything down. 6. Traffic congestion delayed our arrival. 7. The city suffers from daily congestion. 8. Road congestion increased during rush hour. 9. Heavy congestion blocked the highway. 10. Traffic congestion is worst in the evening.
Scholar. Scholar.
학자,
1. The scholar studies ancient history. 2. She is a respected scholar in her field. 3. The scholar published a new book. 4. Many scholars attended the conference. 5. He became a scholar through years of research. 6. The scholar analyzed the text carefully. 7. Scholars debate the theory. 8. The university invited a famous scholar. 9. The scholar shared his findings. 10. Young scholars are encouraged to study deeply.
Fearful. Fearful.
두려워하는,
1. She felt fearful in the dark. 2. The child looked fearful. 3. He was fearful of making mistakes. 4. People became fearful during the storm. 5. She gave a fearful glance behind her. 6. The animal was fearful of humans. 7. He felt fearful about the future. 8. The crowd grew fearful. 9. She sounded fearful on the phone. 10. They were fearful after the accident.
Block. Block.
블록, 장애물, 막다,
1. The building is 1 block away. 2. The street is divided into blocks. 3. This block is used for construction. 4. A large block stood in the middle of the road. 5. An unexpected block stopped progress. 6. The fallen tree blocked the road. 7. Police blocked the street during the protest. 8. The guard blocked the entrance. 9. A truck blocked the exit. 10. They blocked the plan from moving forward.
Symptom. Symptom.
증상,
1. Fever is a common symptom of the flu. 2. Headache was the first symptom. 3. She showed symptoms of stress. 4. Coughing is a typical symptom. 5. The doctor asked about his symptoms. 6. These symptoms appeared suddenly. 7. Pain is an early symptom of the disease. 8. He ignored the warning symptoms. 9. The symptom became worse over time. 10. Shortness of breath is a serious symptom.
Honesty. Honesty.
정직,
1. Honesty is an important value. 2. She is known for her honesty. 3. Honesty builds trust between people. 4. He spoke with honesty. 5. The teacher emphasized honesty. 6. Honesty is essential in leadership. 7. Children should learn honesty early. 8. His honesty impressed everyone. 9. Honesty helps solve problems. 10. We value honesty in our society.
Detach. Detach.
분리하다,
1. Please detach the label from the bottle. 2. He detached the cable from the device. 3. The handle can be detached easily. 4. She detached the page from the notebook. 5. The part was detached during repair. 6. Detach the cover before cleaning. 7. The button detached from the shirt. 8. The wheel detached from the cart. 9. Detach the attachment carefully. 10. The pieces detached after the impact.
Reluctant. Reluctant.
꺼리는,
1. She was reluctant to speak in public. 2. He felt reluctant to accept the offer. 3. The child was reluctant to leave home. 4. She seemed reluctant to answer the question. 5. He was reluctant to change his plan. 6. They were reluctant to admit the mistake. 7. She became reluctant to trust others. 8. He looked reluctant to join the group. 9. The company was reluctant to invest. 10. I was reluctant to try something new.
Expend. Expend.
소비하다,
1. He expends money wisely. 2. She expends time on study. 3. They expend energy quickly. 4. The team expends effort to win. 5. The company expends resources efficiently. 6. The government expends funds on education. 7. He expends all his savings. 8. She expends time preparing. 9. Students expend effort to improve. 10. The machine expends fuel rapidly.
Passive. Passive.
수동적인,
1. He is passive in discussions. 2. She became passive during the meeting. 3. The student is passive in class. 4. He remained passive instead of speaking up. 5. They are passive about social issues. 6. She was passive when action was needed. 7. The audience stayed passive. 8. He is too passive to lead others. 9. The team became passive after the mistake. 10. A passive attitude slows progress.
Hygiene. Hygiene.
위생,
1. Good hygiene prevents disease. 2. Personal hygiene is important for health. 3. The hospital follows strict hygiene rules. 4. Poor hygiene can cause illness. 5. Schools teach basic hygiene. 6. Hygiene standards must be maintained. 7. Food hygiene is essential. 8. He learned proper hygiene habits. 9. Hygiene improved after the campaign. 10. Clean water is vital for hygiene.
Capable. Capable.
할 수 있는, 유능한,
1. She is capable of solving the problem. 2. He is capable of working alone. 3. The system is capable of handling data. 4. They are capable of adapting quickly. 5. I am capable of finishing the task. 6. She is a capable leader. 7. He is capable and reliable. 8. The team proved capable. 9. She became more capable with experience. 10. They hired a capable manager.
Corporation. Corporation.
기업, 법인,
1. The corporation operates worldwide. 2. She works for a large corporation. 3. The corporation invested in new technology. 4. Many corporations compete in this market. 5. The corporation expanded its business. The corporation was registered as a company. 7. Corporations must follow the law. 8. A corporation has legal rights. 9. The corporation signed the contract. 10. Corporations must follow regulations.
Organ. Organ.
장기, 기관, 오르간,
1. The heart is a vital organ. 2. The liver is an important organ. 3. Damage to the organ can be serious. 4. Each organ has a specific function. 5. The school acts as an organ of education. 6. The media is an important social organ. 7. The government organ released a statement. 8. She plays the organ at church. 9. The organ filled the hall with sound. 10. He learned to play the organ.
Warehouse. Warehouse.
창고,
1. The goods are stored in a warehouse. 2. The company built a large warehouse. 3. Trucks arrive at the warehouse daily. 4. The warehouse is full of boxes. 5. Workers clean the warehouse regularly. 6. The warehouse stores food products. 7. A fire broke out in the warehouse. 8. The warehouse is located near the port. 9. Robots are used in the warehouse. 10. The warehouse operates day and night.
Perpetually. Perpetually.
끊임없이.
1. He perpetually complains about his job. 2. The machine runs perpetually. 3. She is perpetually late. 4. The problem perpetually returns. 5. He perpetually seeks approval. 6. The child perpetually asks questions. 7. Traffic is perpetually heavy here. 8. The system perpetually updates itself. 9. She perpetually worries about the future. 10. Noise perpetually fills the street.
Compensate. Compensate.
보상하다.
1. The company compensates workers for overtime. 2. He tried to compensate for his mistake. 3. The firm compensated customers for the delay. 4. Extra pay compensates employees fairly. 5. She compensated him with an apology. 6. The insurance compensates damage. 7. They compensated losses quickly. 8. Money cannot compensate pain. 9. The job compensates effort well. 10. The policy compensates victims.
Wound. Wound.
상처를 입히다.
1. The soldier had a deep wound. 2. The wound healed slowly. 3. She cleaned the wound carefully. 4. He covered the wound with a bandage. 5. The doctor examined the wound. 6. The accident wounded several people. 7. His words wounded her feelings. 8. The attack wounded the animal. 9. The incident wounded his pride. 10. The knife wounded his arm.
Punctual. Punctual.
시간을 잘 지키는.
1. He is punctual for work. 2. She is always punctual. 3. The student is punctual to class. 4. He remained punctual despite traffic. 5. They are punctual for meetings. 6. She became punctual after training. 7. Being punctual shows respect. 8. He is punctual every morning. 9. The staff are punctual at work. 10. A punctual person is trusted.
Include. Include.
포함하다.
1. The price includes tax. 2. The list includes all members. 3. The plan includes several steps. 4. The package includes free delivery. 5. The course includes practical training. 6. The meal includes a drink. 7. The report includes recent data. 8. The team includes experienced players. 9. The ticket includes entry to the museum. 10. The schedule includes a break.
Vote. Vote.
투표, 투표하다.
1. The vote was close. 2. The final vote decided the issue. 3. Each vote counts. 4. The vote took place today. 5. The vote showed public opinion. 6. Citizens vote in elections. 7. Members voted for the plan. 8. People voted in secret. 9. The class voted on the topic. 10. Voters voted early.
Astronomer. Astronomer.
천문학자.
1. The astronomer studies stars and planets. 2. An astronomer observes the night sky. 3. The astronomer discovered a new planet. 4. Astronomers use telescopes. 5. The astronomer explained the movement of stars. 6. Many astronomers work at observatories. 7. The astronomer studies distant galaxies. 8. Astronomers collect data from space. 9. The astronomer published new findings. 10. A young astronomer joined the research team.
Advocate. Advocate.
옹호하다, 옹호자.
1. She advocates equal rights. 2. He advocates change in policy. 3. They advocate peaceful solutions. 4. The group advocates education reform. 5. Many experts advocate early action. 6. She is an advocate for children. 7. He became a strong advocate of safety. 8. The lawyer is an advocate for justice. 9. She works as an advocate for patients. 10. An advocate spoke at the meeting.
Vacuum. Vacuum.
진공, 공백.
1. Space is close to a vacuum. 2. A vacuum contains no air. 3. Scientists study matter in a vacuum. 4. The experiment requires a vacuum. 5. Sound cannot travel in a vacuum. 6. The sudden vacuum caused confusion. 7. A vacuum of leadership emerged. 8. The decision left a vacuum. 9. The system failed, creating a vacuum. 10. His absence created a vacuum.
Molecular. Molecular.
분자에.
1. Molecular structure affects materials. 2. Molecular changes occur at a tiny level. 3. Scientists study molecular behavior. 4. Molecular bonds hold matter together. 5. The disease causes molecular damage. 6. Molecular research is advancing rapidly. 7. The drug affects molecular activity. 8. Molecular motion increases with heat. 9. Molecular biology explains life processes. 10. Molecular interactions shape matter.
Degrade. Degrade.
저하시키다, 비하하다.
1. Pollution degrades air quality. 2. Stress degrades performance. 3. Poor habits degrade health. 4. The damage degraded the system. 5. Lack of sleep degrades performance. 6. His words degraded her dignity. 7. The comment degraded the worker. 8. They degraded him in public. 9. Such behavior degrades people. 10. The joke degraded her.
Infect. Infect.
감염시키다.
1. The virus infects people quickly. 2. Bacteria infect wounds easily. 3. The disease infects many children. 4. Mosquitoes infect humans with viruses. 5. The water infects those who drink it. 6. Germs infect the body through cuts. 7. The flu infects millions each year. 8. Poor hygiene infects food. 9. The illness infects the lungs. 10. The virus infected the patient.
Locate. Locate.
위치하다, 차단해다.
1. The school is located near the park. 2. The office is located downtown. 3. The hotel is located by the river. 4. The store is located on the corner. 5. The factory is located outside the city. 6. Police located the missing child. 7. Scientists located the source of the problem. 8. The team located the error quickly. 9. We located the address on the map. 10. They located the lost phone.
Succeed. Succeed.
성공하다, 뒤를 잇다.
1. He succeeded after years of effort. 2. She succeeded in passing the exam. 3. The plan succeeded as expected. 4. The company succeeded in the market. 5. They succeeded despite difficulties. 6. He succeeded his father as king. 7. She succeeded the previous manager. 8. The prince succeeded the king. 9. He succeeded her in the role. 10. A new leader succeeded the old one.
Battlefield. Battlefield.
전장, 전쟁터.
1. Soldiers fought on the battlefield. 2. Medical teams entered the battlefield. 3. Reports came from the battlefield. 4. Many lives were lost on the battlefield. 5. The battlefield changed history. 6. The battlefield was covered with smoke. 7. He returned from the battlefield. 8. The battlefield was silent after the fight. 9. The battlefield became dangerous at night. 10. The battlefield showed signs of destruction.
Demand. Demand.
요구, 수요, 요구하다.
1. There is a strong demand for change. 2. Public demand increased rapidly. 3. He made a clear demand. 4. People raised demands for reform. 5. The demand was ignored. 6. Demand for food remains high. 7. The market shows rising demand. 8. Customer demand drives sales. 9. Workers demand fair pay. 10. She demanded an explanation.
Typical. Typical.
전형적인, 대표적인.
1. This is a typical problem. 2. He gave a typical answer. 3. It was a typical day at school. 4. Her reaction was typical. 5. This behavior is typical of teenagers. 6. This dish is typical of the region. 7. She is a typical example of success. 8. The case is typical of modern society. 9. This building is typical of the style. 10. He represents a typical worker.
Distinct. Distinct.
뚜렷한, 별개의.
1. There is a distinct difference. 2. She has a distinct voice. 3. The shape became distinct. 4. The two sounds are distinct. 5. He made a distinct choice. 6. These are two distinct ideas. 7. The groups are distinct from each other. 8. Each culture is distinct. 9. The roles are distinct. 10. They belong to distinct categories.
Property. Property.
재산, 특성.
1. He owns valuable property. 2. The property was sold last year. 3. Private property must be protected. 4. They invested in real estate property. 5. The building is private property. 6. Water has unique properties. 7. This material has special properties. 8. Heat is an important property of energy. 9. Strength is a key property of metal. 10. Color is a physical property.
Masterpiece. Masterpiece.
걸작,
1. The painting is a masterpiece. 2. This novel is considered a masterpiece. 3. The artist created a masterpiece. 4. The film became a masterpiece. 5. The work is his greatest masterpiece. 6. Many critics praised the masterpiece. 7. The museum displays a famous masterpiece. 8. The music is a masterpiece. 9. The sculpture is a true masterpiece. 10. The masterpiece took years to complete.
Inhale. Inhale.
들이마시다.
1. He inhaled deeply. 2. She inhaled fresh air. 3. The patient inhaled slowly. 4. Workers inhaled harmful gas. 5. He inhaled the smoke. 6. She inhaled the scent of flowers. 7. The runner inhaled quickly. 8. Children inhaled polluted air. 9. He inhaled dust at work. 10. She inhaled before speaking.
Fault. Fault.
잘못, 결점.
1. It was my fault. 2. The accident was his fault. 3. She admitted her fault. 4. It is not your fault. 5. He took the fault for the mistake. 6. Everyone has a fault. 7. This machine has a serious fault. 8. The plan had a major fault. 9. The design shows a clear fault. 10. His only fault is impatience.
Numerical. Numerical.
수치,
1. The report shows numerical data. 2. Numerical values are listed here. 3. The test requires numerical answers. 4. The chart presents numerical results. 5. We need numerical evidence. 6. Numerical analysis helps decisions. 7. The problem involves numerical calculations. 8. Numerical information is accurate. 9. The model uses numerical methods. 10. Numerical skills are important.
Shade. Shade.
그늘, 색조.
1. We sat in the shade. 2. The tree provides shade. 3. She stood in the shade. 4. The house is partly in the shade. 5. They rested in the shade. 6. This paint has a dark shade. 7. Choose a lighter shade. 8. The artist used different shades. 9. The color comes in many shades. 10. This shade matches the room.
Instinct. Instinct.
본능,
1. Animals rely on instinct. 2. Her instinct told her to run. 3. He followed his instinct. 4. Instinct guides behavior. 5. Survival instinct is strong. 6. Parents protect children by instinct. 7. Instinct helps in danger. 8. Humans share basic instincts. 9. Fear is a natural instinct. 10. He acted on instinct.
Vivid. Vivid.
생생한,
1. She has vivid memories. 2. He described the scene in vivid detail. 3. The dream was vivid. 4. She gave a vivid explanation. 5. The story feels vivid. 6. Vivid colors filled the painting. 7. He has a vivid imagination. 8. The image remains vivid. 9. She recalled vivid moments. 10. The picture looks vivid.
Prevail. Prevail.
만연하다, 우세하다,
1. Silence prevailed in the room. 2. Fear prevailed among people. 3. Confusion prevailed after the news. 4. The custom still prevails. 5. Old habits prevail in society. 6. Justice prevailed in the end. 7. The stronger team prevailed. 8. Truth prevailed over lies. 9. Reason prevailed at last. 10. Peace prevailed after the conflict.
Basement. Basement.
지하실,
1. The basement is dark. 2. He stored boxes in the basement. 3. The house has a large basement. 4. She went down to the basement. 5. The basement flooded after the rain. 6. They used the basement as storage. 7. The basement smells damp. 8. A washing machine is in the basement. 9. Children played in the basement. 10. The basement stays cool in summer.
Rain. Rain.
통치, 통치하다,
1. His reign lasted 20 years. 2. The queen's reign was peaceful. 3. This period marks the king's reign. 4. The reign ended suddenly. 5. The reign brought stability. 6. The king reigned over the country. 7. She reigned for many years. 8. The ruler reigned with wisdom. 9. He reigned during a difficult time. 10. The dynasty reigned for centuries.
Federal. Federal.
연방의,
1. The federal government made the decision. 2. Federal law applies nationwide. 3. the issue became a federal matter. 4. Federal agencies enforce the law. 5. The case went to federal court. 6. Federal taxes were increased. 7. Federal policy affects states. 8. The federal system balances power. 9. Federal elections are held regularly. 10. Federal authority overrides local rules.
Mutual. Mutual.
상호해.
1. They have mutual respect. 2. Mutual trust is important. 3. The agreement was mutual. 4. We share mutual interests. 5. Mutual support helped them. 6. The decision was based on mutual consent. 7. Mutual understanding grew. 8. They reached a mutual agreement. 9. Mutual benefit is expected. 10. The friendship is mutual.
Plain. Plain.
분명한, 평범한, 평원.
1. The reason is plain. 2. It became plain to everyone. 3. She made her opinion plain. 4. The answer is plain and simple. 5. His mistake was plain. 6. He prefers plain clothes. 7. She lives a plain life. 8. The room looks plain. 9. The house stands on a wide plain. 10 animals live on the open plain.
Cherish. Cherish.
소중히 여기다.
1. She cherishes her family. 2. He cherishes old memories. 3. They cherish their friendship. 4. Parents cherish their children. 5. I cherish this moment. 6. She cherishes her dreams. 7. He cherishes freedom. 8. We cherish our time together. 9. They cherish tradition. 10. She cherishes every day.
Conceive. Conceive.
상상하다, 구상하다, 임신하다.
1. I conceive the idea. 2. He conceives the story clearly. 3. It is hard to conceive such change. 4. I cannot conceive the reason. 5. She conceives a new plan. 6. They conceive a solution together. 7. She conceived a child last year. 8. The woman conceived naturally. 9. Doctors helped her conceive. 10. The couple tried to conceive.
Fund. Fund.
기금, 자금을 대다.
1. The fund supports education. 2. The fund helps poor families. 3. They created a public fund. 4. The fund grew rapidly. 5. Donations increased the fund. 6. The government funded the project. 7. The company funded the research. 8. They funded the program together. 9. The school is funded by donations. 10. The event was funded privately.
Tackle. Tackle.
다루다, 태클하다, 태클.
1. I tackle the problem. 2. She tackled the issue calmly. 3. They tackle challenges together. 4. The team tackled the task seriously. 5. We must tackle this matter now. 6. The defender tackled the striker. 7. He tackled the opponent hard. 8. She made a clean tackle. 9. The referee judged the tackle. 10. A strong tackle stopped the play.
creep, creep,
서서히 움직이다.
1. The cat creeps across the floor. 2. The cat creeps quietly at night. 3. He creeps slowly along the wall. 4. She creeps forward without making noise. 5. The child creeps closer to his mother. 6. A shadow creeps behind him in the dark. 7. He creeps through the room at night. 8. He creeps along the hallway at night. 9. The cat creeps under the table quietly. 10. A small animal creeps across the ground.
meteorite, meteorite,
운석.
1. A meteorite falls from the sky. 2. The meteorite hits the ground. 3. Scientists study a meteorite carefully. 4. The museum displays a large meteorite. 5. A meteorite landed in the desert. 6. The meteorite left a deep hole. 7. People found a small meteorite nearby. 8. The meteorite came from outer space. 9. This meteorite is very old. 10. The meteorite was discovered by chance.
universal, universal,
보편적인, 전 세계.
1. Love is a universal feeling. 2. Music is a universal language. 3. This rule is universal in society. 4. Education is a universal right. 5. The idea gained universal support. 6. English is a universal language today. 7. The Internet is a universal tool. 8. Climate change is a universal issue. 9. The company has a universal presence. 10. The symbol is recognized as universal.
creation, creation,
창조, 창작물.
1. The story explains the creation of the world. 2. The book describes the creation of life. 3. Scientists study the creation of the universe. 4. The theory focuses on the creation of new ideas. 5. The process led to the creation of a new system. 6. The painting is her best creation. 7. This song is his latest creation. 8. The movie is a creative creation. 9. Children showed their creations at school. 10. The designer is proud of his creation.
exact, exact,
정확한.
1. We need the exact answer. 2. Please give me the exact time. 3. This is the exact place we met. 4. He followed the exact instructions. 5. She knows the exact reason. 6. The exact number is written here. 7. They used the exact method. 8. I remember the exact moment. 9. The map shows the exact location. 10. This report gives exact details.
perceive, perceive,
인식하다, 알아차리다.
1. I perceive the situation clearly. 2. People perceive the problem differently. 3. We perceive the world through our senses. 4. They perceived the message wrongly. 5. The child perceived his mother nearby. 6. She perceives a change in his voice. 7. He perceived danger ahead. 8. She perceived something strange. 9. He perceived a slight movement. 10. I perceived a difference in tone.
Drag. Drag.
끌다.
1. He drags the heavy box. 2. She drags the chair across the room. 3. He dragged the box yesterday. 4. They drag the table to the corner. 5. The child drags a toy on the floor. 6. He drags the suitcase along the road. 7. She drags the box slowly across the floor. 8. The dog drags a stick outside. 9. He drags his feet when he walks. 10. They drag the cart together.
Myth. Myth.
신화.
1. This story is an ancient myth. 2. The myth explains how the world began. 3. People still believe in this myth. 4. The book tells a famous Greek myth. 5. The myth was passed down for generations. 6. This myth comes from old times. 7. Children learn the myth in school. 8. The myth describes powerful gods. 9. The movie is based on a myth. 10. Many cultures share similar myths.
Norm. Norm.
규범, 표준.
1. This behavior is against the social norm. 2. Following the norm is important in society. 3. The norm changes over time. 4. Cultural norms differ from country to country. 5. Breaking the norm can cause problems. 6. This value is the norm for the test. 7. The result falls within the normal norm. 8. Safety norms are clearly defined. 9. This method became the norm. 10. The score meets the required norm.
Grain. Grain.
곡물, 알갱이.
1. Rice is a common grain in Asia. 2. Wheat is an important grain crop. 3. The farmer grows grain on the field. 4. Grain is stored in a large warehouse. 5. Bread is made from grain. 6. A grain of sand stuck to a shoe. 7. She found a grain of rice on the table. 8. The machine can detect a single grain. 9. He examined the grain closely. 10. Even a small grain can be seen.
Ornament. Ornament.
장식.
1. The tree is covered with ornaments. 2. She bought a small ornament for the shelf. 3. The ornament shines under the light. 4. He cleaned the ornament carefully. 5. The room has a simple ornament. 6. This ornament is made of glass. 7. The ornament adds beauty to the room. 8. Children made ornaments by hand. 9. The ornament hangs near the window. 10. The box contains a holiday ornament.
discard, discard,
버리다.
1. He discards the old paper. 2. She discards unnecessary items. 3. They discard broken tools. 4. The worker discards the damaged box. 5. He discards trash after use. 6. She discards old clothes carefully. 7. They discard the plan completely. 8. The machine discards faulty parts. 9. He discards the card without thinking. 10. She discards what she does not need.
tropical, tropical,
열대.
1. Tropical weather is hot and humid all year. 2. The island has a tropical climate. 3. She enjoys tropical beaches and warm air. 4. Tropical plants grow quickly in this area. 5. The country is famous for its tropical forests. 6. We stayed in a tropical resort near the sea. 7. Tropical storms often happen in summer. 8. The bird lives in a tropical region. 9. Tropical fruits are sweet and colorful. 10. He dreams of living on a tropical island.
missile, missile,
미사일.
1. The country tested a new missile. 2. The missile was launched into the sky. 3. Soldiers watched the missile carefully. 4. The missile flew over the sea. 5. The missile reached its target quickly. 6. The test involved a long-range missile. 7. People heard about the missile launch on the news. 8. The missile system was updated recently. 9. The missile caused serious concern. 10. The agreement limits missile development.
bang, bang,
쾅하는 소리, 쾅치다.
1. There was a loud bang outside the house. 2. We heard a sudden bang in the night. 3. The door closed with a bang. 4. A bang came from the other room. 5. The bang scared everyone nearby. 6. He banged on the door loudly. 7. She banged the table in anger. 8. The boy banged the drum again. 9. Someone banged on the window. 10. He banged the door shut.
appreciate, appreciate,
감사하다, 감상하다.
1. I appreciate your help today. 2. She appreciates the support from her friends. 3. We appreciate your time and effort. 4. He appreciated the kind words. 5. They appreciate honest feedback. 6. She appreciates the beauty of the painting. 7. He appreciated the music quietly. 8. We appreciated the view from the hill. 9. They appreciated the movie together. 10. She appreciated the artwork at the museum.
excel, excel,
뛰어나다.
1. She excels at math in school. 2. He excels in sports and training. 3. The student excels in problem solving. 4. This team excels under pressure. 5. She excels at her work every day. 6. He excels in leadership skills. 7. The company excels in customer service. 8. She excels among her classmates. 9. He excels at learning new skills. 10. The athlete excels in international competitions.
nuisance, nuisance,
성가신 것, 골칫거리.
1. The noise became a real nuisance. 2. Mosquitoes are a nuisance in summer. 3. This problem is a daily nuisance. 4. The broken light is a nuisance at night. 5. He considers the rule a nuisance. 6. Traffic jams are a major nuisance. 7. The leak turned into a nuisance. 8. Loud neighbors can be a nuisance. 9. This delay is a serious nuisance. 10. The small issue became a big nuisance.
irritate, irritate,
짜증나게 하다, 자극하다.
1. Loud noise irritates many people. 2. His constant talking irritates her. 3. The delay irritates the customers. 4. Repeating the same question irritates him. 5. This smell irritates my nose. 6. Smoke irritates the eyes. 7. The chemical irritates the skin. 8. Dust irritates my throat. 9. The rough fabric irritates the skin. 10. Strong light irritates his eyes.
infringe, infringe,
침해하다.
1. This action infringes the law. 2. The rule infringes personal rights. 3. The policy infringes freedom of speech. 4. Copying the work infringes copyright. 5. The decision infringes basic rights. 6. The company infringes privacy rules. 7. The law prevents actions that infringe rights. 8. Sharing the file may infringe the law. 9. This behavior infringes others' rights. 10. The contract infringes legal standards.
fertile, fertile,
비옥한, 다산해.
1. The land is fertile and good for farming. 2. Farmers grow crops on fertile soil. 3. This region has fertile ground. 4. The river makes the soil fertile. 5. Fertile fields produce healthy food. 6. The animal lives in a fertile area. 7. Fertile conditions help plants grow well. 8. The climate keeps the land fertile. 9. The couple hopes for a fertile future. 10. The species is fertile in warm regions.
impoverish, impoverish,
가난하게 만들다.
1. War can impoverish a country. 2. The disaster impoverished many families. 3. High costs can impoverish small businesses. 4. The policy impoverished rural communities. 5. The crisis impoverished the region. 6. Long illness can impoverish a household. 7. Corruption can impoverish society. 8. The drought impoverished the farmers. 9. Poor management impoverished the company. 10. The conflict impoverished the local people.
stroke, stroke,
뇌졸중, 타격, 쓰다듬다.
1. He suffered a stroke last year. 2. Doctors treat stroke patients quickly. 3. The news reported a sudden stroke. 4. The hammer gave the metal one strong stroke. 5. The final stroke broke the door open. 6. She stroked the dog gently. 7. He stroked the cat on the head. 8. She stroked the child's hair softly. 9. The owner stroked the horse calmly. 10. He stroked the surface to feel it.
Foresee. Foresee.
예견하다.
1. Experts foresee economic changes soon. 2. She foresaw the problem early. 3. We cannot foresee the future clearly. 4. He foresaw serious trouble ahead. 5. No one foresaw the sudden accident. 6. The leader foresaw possible risks. 7. Scientists foresee climate challenges. 8. They did not foresee this result. 9. She foresaw difficulties in advance. 10. The plan foresaw future growth.
Swallow. Swallow.
삼키다. 제비.
1. He swallowed the pill with water. 2. She swallowed her food quickly. 3. The child swallowed a small piece of candy. 4. It was hard to swallow the medicine. 5. He swallowed his fear and spoke up. 6. A swallow flew across the sky. 7. The swallow returned in spring. 8. We saw a swallow near the river. 9. The swallow built a nest under the roof. 10. The swallow disappeared into the clouds.
Translate. Translate.
번역하다.
1. She translates English into Korean. 2. He translated the document carefully. 3. This app translates text quickly. 4. The teacher translates the sentence aloud. 5. She translates books for a living. 6. He translated the message correctly. 7. The website translates many languages. 8. She translated the article overnight. 9. The program translates words automatically. 10. He translates stories for children.
Stitch. Stitch.
바늘담. 꿰매다.
1. The dress has a neat stitch. 2. Each stitch was small and careful. 3. The doctor checked the stitch. 4. The tear left a visible stitch. 5. She admired the fine stitch on the cloth. 6. She stitched the button back on. 7. He stitched the torn shirt carefully. 8. The nurse stitched the wound quickly. 9. She stitched the fabric by hand. 10. He stitched the pieces together.
Gloomy. Gloomy.
우울한, 어두운.
1. He felt gloomy after hearing the news. 2. She looked gloomy all day. 3. The gloomy mood affected everyone. 4. He stayed quiet and gloomy. 5. Rainy weather made her gloomy. 6. The room was gloomy and cold. 7. The sky looked gloomy before the storm. 8. The house felt gloomy at night. 9. A gloomy street stretched ahead. 10. The gloomy light filled the hallway.
Hay. Hay.
건초,
1. The farmer stored hay in the barn. 2. Horses eat hay every day. 3. The field was covered with hay. 4. They collected hay before the rain. 5. Fresh hay smelled sweet in the air. 6. The cows rested near the hay. 7. Hay was stacked beside the fence. 8. The worker moved the hay by hand. 9. The animals shared the hay quietly. 10. Hay is used as animal food.
Cope. Cope.
대처하다,
1. She copes well with stress. 2. He learned to cope with failure. 3. They coped with the problem together. 4. She tried to cope with the situation. 5. He cannot cope with the pressure. 6. We must cope with sudden changes. 7. She copes calmly with difficulties. 8. He coped with pain silently. 9. They cope better with support. 10. She is coping with her new job.
Current. Current.
현재의, 흐름, 전류,
1. The current situation is serious. 2. She explained the current problem clearly. 3. He is happy with his current job. 4. The report shows the current state. 5. We discussed current issues today. 6. The river has a strong current. 7. Swimmers struggled against the current. 8. The boat moved with the current. 9. Electric current flows through the wire. 10. The device uses a small current.
Heal. Heal.
치유하다,
1. Time can heal emotional pain. 2. The wound will heal slowly. 3. Doctors help patients heal faster. 4. Rest helps the body heal. 5. She is healing after the injury. 6. The medicine helps heal the skin. 7. The cut healed without problems. 8. Nature can help heal the mind. 9. He needs time to heal completely. 10. Proper care helps wounds heal well.
Contradiction. Contradiction.
모순,
1. There is a clear contradiction in his statement. 2. The report contains a serious contradiction. 3. Her actions showed a contradiction. 4. The idea has an internal contradiction. 5. The law created a contradiction. 6. What he said was a contradiction. 7. His words were full of contradiction. 8. Scientists pointed out the contradiction. 9. His explanation is full of contradiction. 10. This explanation avoids contradiction.
Migrate. Migrate.
이주하다, 이동하다,
1. Many birds migrate south in winter. 2. People migrate to cities for work. 3. The family migrated to another country. 4. Fish migrate every year. 5. Workers migrate in search of better jobs. 6. Data migrate to a new system. 7. Animals migrate across long distances. 8. People migrate from rural areas. 9. The population migrated slowly over time. 10. The program migrates files automatically.
cliff, cliff,
절벽,
1. The cliff rises above the sea. 2. They stood near the edge of the cliff. 3. The waves crashed against the cliff. 4. A small house sat on the cliff. 5. The cliff looked dangerous at night. 6. Birds nested on the cliff. 7. He slipped near the cliff edge. 8. The path runs along the cliff. 9. The cliff drops straight down. 10. The view from the cliff was amazing.
insist, insist,
주장하다, 고집하다,
1. He insists that the plan is right. 2. She insisted on telling the truth. 3. They insist that the rule is fair. 4. He insisted on his opinion. 5. She insists that nothing is wrong. 6. He insists on going alone. 7. She insisted on paying the bill. 8. He insists on doing it his way. 9. They insisted on leaving early. 10. She insists on her decision.
arrogant, arrogant,
거만한,
1. He sounded arrogant during the meeting. 2. She gave an arrogant smile. 3. His arrogant attitude upset others. 4. The arrogant tone annoyed everyone. 5. He became arrogant after his success. 6. She found his behavior arrogant. 7. The comment felt arrogant to many people. 8. He spoke in an arrogant way. 9. An arrogant response made things worse. 10. People dislike arrogant leaders.
shorten, shorten,
줄이다,
1. They decided to shorten the meeting. 2. She shortened the skirt slightly. 3. The teacher shortened the lesson. 4. We need to shorten the schedule. 5. He shortened the rope carefully. 6. The editor shortened the article. 7. She shortened her speech. 8. They shortened the trip due to rain. 9. He shortened the distance by taking a shortcut. 10. The company shortened work hours.
advertise, advertise,
광고하다,
1. The company advertises its products online. 2. They advertised the event on social media. 3. The store advertises weekly sales. 4. She advertised her business locally. 5. The brand advertises on television. 6. They advertised the job opening. 7. The app advertises new features. 8. He advertised the service to customers. 9. The website advertises special offers. 10. The company advertised widely.
economic, economic,
경제,
1. The country faces economic problems. 2. Economic growth slowed this year. 3. The crisis caused economic damage. 4. They discussed economic policy. 5. Economic conditions affect jobs. 6. The report explains economic changes. 7. Many families feel economic pressure. 8. Economic stability is important. 9. The decision had economic effects. 10. Education plays an economic role.
Prefer. Prefer.
선호하다.
1. I prefer tea to coffee. 2. She prefers quiet places. 3. He prefers working alone. 4. They prefer online shopping. 5. I prefer this option. 6. She prefers simple designs. 7. He prefers to study at night. 8. We prefer fresh food. 9. She prefers walking to driving. 10. They prefer small groups.